The London Underground roundel might be one of the best corporate logos ever created. It's so simple, yet it's instantly recognisable. It can be adapted in all sorts of ways, yet still convey its original meaning. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. The classic roundel, also known as the bullseye, consists of a red circle crossed by a blue bar. On the bar is written either the word underground or the station name, but there are many variations on the theme to be seen across the network. The original roundels from 1908 were designed for a practical reason. If you think adverts are bad now, they used to be worse, and it was difficult to make out the station name among the dozens of adverts on every underground platform. So to make the name stand out, it was written on a blue plaque on top of a solid red circle. Original examples of this survive at Covent Garden and Caledonian Road. I'm afraid the ones at Ealing Broadway are replicas. The Metropolitan line, which was not then officially part of the London Underground network, copied the idea, but with a diamond instead of a circle. Replicas of this design can be seen at Moorgate. The Johnston typeface was commissioned in 1913. The older roundels at West Brompton predate this, and you can see that in some of the lettering here. Look at the W, the S, and the E in particular. More roundels with unusual lettering can be found at Sudbury Town. This is a variation on Johnston designed by Percy Delph Smith with a wedge serif. It's officially known as Johnston Delph Smith as of 2007. I think it gives the signs a slightly arts and crafts feel. By the way, if you're curious as to why I say typeface and not font, I actually looked the difference between the two up while researching this video. So a typeface is the style of writing. That's everything. The letters, numbers, punctuation, all the different sizes of type, all the different weights, etc. A font is a category within the typeface, so 12-point Johnston Italic is a font, and 18-point Johnston Italic is a different font. It's all to do with the days of printing presses, when every size and weight required a physical set of letters. Computers operate completely differently from printing presses, so the distinction has vanished for everyone except nerds like me. This has almost nothing to do with the underground, I just thought it was interesting. Redbridge can boast roundels cast into the fence outside, but it has another variation above the entrance. Normally the roundel is red with a blue bar, but at Redbridge it's blue with a red bar. The story goes that the bar represents a red bridge, which is a pun or play on words. I don't know if this story is true, but I like it enough to repeat it at least twice on this channel. More funny-coloured roundels can be seen at Euston Square, representing the Metropolitan line and the Circle line, two of the lines that use this station. The third line, the Hammersmith and City, was considered part of the Metropolitan line until 1990, and so is not represented here. There are a few cases where a station's name has changed, but the old signs are still in place, like here at Burnt Oak, and here at Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3. The ones at Hillingdon are particularly unusual because while the station hasn't officially been called Hillingdon Swakeleys since the mid-1950s, it was completely rebuilt on a different site in 1992, so the obsolete signs must have been deliberately installed. At St James Park, the signs can't work out whether this is St James Park or St James's Park. St Pancras can boast a roundel in stainless steel. Borough has one cast in concrete. The stations on the Morden extension of the Northern Line have 3D roundels made of stone built into their frontage. These roundels at Fulham Broadway are recessed into the concrete. The ones at Pimlico are illuminated. This was going to be a feature of all the roundels on the Victoria Line, but costs went against it. There's also a very large roundel in the ceiling at the entrance. The roundel above the entrance at Camden Town here is a curious survivor. In the 70s, the 1970s specifically, London Underground experimented with purely red roundels. It didn't catch on, and now the red roundel at Camden is the lone survivor. Although it should be pointed out that an all-red roundel is used by TfL as the logo for buses. These roundels at Bank are temporary. Or rather, they were. They were stuck to hoardings on the southbound platform of the Northern Line, which closed in January 2022. And finally, the largest roundel on the network is at Brixton, above the main entrance. Well, I hope you enjoyed this symbolic tale from the tube. If you did, please do leave a like, and you may also enjoy subscribing for more content on the Underground. I know I didn't cover everything. I haven't talked about any of the special occasion or promotional roundels. But what did I miss? Are there any other unusual roundels out there that you're expecting to see? Let me know in the comments section. Thanks as ever to my generous donors on Ko-fi and Patreon. You are the bar to my circle. And I'll see you all again very soon for another tale from the tube.